On this edition of Paranet BizCast, we have Harry Stratton, Chairman and CEO of Strattec Security Corporation, as well as Kathy Scherbarth, Vice President of Operations in Milwaukee. The automobile industry makes up a large portion of Strattec's business. How do you think they could have done things differently? And perhaps how can they improve things as they go forward to prevent getting in the position that they have?
Well, I think they're going through a very difficult process right now of redefining their business model, which has been broken for a long time. And I believe everybody in the supply base has recognized that the traditional Detroit manufacturers have had a broken business model. Some of it has to do with our own personal feelings that we've been abused by various tactics that the auto manufacturers have used in their negotiations with suppliers. But it goes far beyond that. It has to do with culture in their business, and that was highlighted to a great degree by the hearings that took place in front of I think it was the Senate Banking Committee, in which maybe it was the House. In either case, they had representatives of the leadership from Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler at those meetings, and basically made them look very bad in respect to how they ran their businesses and their attitudes, and to a large degree their arrogance. And I think that has been a change now that is being forced on them by the circumstances, and they're responding to that as they should. And I think you're going to see some additional time here before this all sorts out. But I have every hope and I think more than hope, a reasonable confidence that these things are going to be sorted out. We're going to get leaner, stronger businesses at the OEM level going forward than we've experienced in the last 20, 25 years. And that's a good thing. Will we ever reach the General Motors and Fords and Chryslers of the post-war years? No, and that's a good thing too. In some cases they were too big. They were doing things in a manner that was not beneficial to the consumers they were serving, and that's all going to change. And we're going to be stronger, I think, as an industry going forward, and it's just going to take a little bit more time to make that adjustment, because it's a big adjustment from where we were just a year ago.
I know that, well, obviously this industry is a big, significant part of your customer base. What portion or percentage is that?
Automotive?
Yeah.
What is it? I result 99.9%. Yeah.
I mean, we have our largest customers are all the automotive OEMs, predominantly the traditional big three. But we also have other business, but in the end, it's all tied to the auto industry. And so whether or not the vast majority of our business goes to General Motors, Ford, or Chrysler, the rest of it supports companies that are also dealing with Ford, General Motors, Chrysler, or in some cases, the new domestics, the Japanese manufacturers, or the Korean manufacturers, or German manufacturers here in this country. But it is, we'd like to think that we're not automotive, but we're automotive, and we bleed oil.